You are truly blessed if you live in a place where your grocery store makes their own bread that day. Having your daily bread is a wonderful thing for you and your family, but you have to know which ones to choose, right? And so if you have things that were made that day, it's going to be fresher, as opposed to the stuff that sits on the shelf, it's wrapped in plastic. It was probably made a week ago last Thursday, came in on a truck and stuff. A lot of people get that type of bread because they make sandwiches, right? And they take them to work with them. But you know what you can do is when you go to the bakery in your grocery store, you can get them to slice it for you. So this bread that they get, they run it through a slicer, and it's just like the stuff that's over there on the shelf, and it has been there since a week ago last Thursday. But this stuff was made yesterday, and it's fresher, so it's healthier for you. Now, when you're looking at these ingredients, the ingredients of the bread itself, you can often be fooled by. And so what I want you to watch out for is that you want bread that has basically 4 ingredients: flour, salt, yeast, water. But the flour, when they list the ingredients, they'll have a big parenthesis of why it's enriched and what's in that enrichment. It's niacin, it's thiamine, it's all the vitamins. It makes it look like it's bigger than it is. So be careful not to discard this bread just because it has a long list of ingredients. Look for that parenthesis and then make sure that after that, there's just water and salt and yeast. Then it's good for you. Finally, people always ask me, should I have white bread? And is it white bread bad for you? Doesn't it raise the glycemic index of your body, and so it turns it into sugar and makes me fat? No, not at all. When you have your bread, first of all, the darker bread is better. Yes, have the whole wheat bread because it's a little bit better for you. And if you have pumpernickel bread, because of the vitamin B's, it's even better for you. That's good for your heart. But don't be worried that having a piece of bread is going to suddenly turn to fat in your body, because that way of thinking is simply incorrect. When you have healthy bread, when you have bread that was made that day, and you have bread that's a little darker, it's not only good for having it with your meal, but it's also, it ends up being good for your heart as well.